cocky. I hit a thing to beat the ring, a boof up like I'm Rocky. ASAP, any opponent think they can stop me. I stay strapped, chop, tryna learn my moves so you can copy. You gotta give it your all. Gotta give it your all. When you're back against the wall. When you're back against the wall. When you the one people call. When you the one people call. To keep greatness involved. To keep greatness involved. Basement, box of talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, box of talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect.
It's your boy Basement Boxing Talk coming to you live. This is part 2 of the show. My man Black Star Sports is back on with us.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to let him talk for 1 second.
Man, I tell you what, man, we missed that last week, but I tell you, boy, it was some, and it's funny because we were just speaking the week before the big fight, Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, how it would be a bigger splash for the sport if Terrence was able to pull it off. And it's funny though. I'm starting to catch on to Terrence, man, because he really did. He fooled me with Errol Spence. He fooled me, but the same thing that he did to Earl is the same thing he did to Canelo. It's the same thing. The similarities between the two fighters is the fact that they like to be flat-footed. They like to stalk. They like to, they like to hover over top of their victim. And he was able to reverse that thing, man. And it was beautiful work, man. I had to say, and I take my hat off to Canelo, man, because, he didn't whine about it. He took it on the chin like a man. He just said, hey, the guy's good. He didn't make no excuse for it at all. But, his fans, that's another thing, though. but man, that was something else. Also the undercard, the Christian Mbella and Lester Martinez, man, that was a dog fight, man. I expected that. And it was shocking me how Lester Martinez was able to keep it going. I thought he would fade because it looked like the way that Christian Mbella was positioning himself to stand on top was really working, but he did a good job of pushing him. And I thought after a while he'd get tired of pushing that old dude off of him, but he never did. So kudos to him, man. He has the edge in the rematch. And I would say that because Christian Mbella needs a new trainer, man. Them guys ain't. This guy got something though. Hey, Christian Mbella got something, man. So Lester Martinez ain't there. He do too, but Christian Mbella is a guy that snuck up out of nowhere on me. I was kind of expecting Lester coming out of Buddhism camp, man, he was. Yes, indeed. Salute to you.
Hey, one thing I can say, I'm gonna credit Martinez for being in that Bud camp. I believe I seen it. And I'm telling you, he was that far away from a victory, bro. He was that.
Yeah.
He was. Yeah. I mean, that was hands down. I mean, besides Bud putting on the performance he put on, if we had the great fight, bro, that was the best fight.
Yeah, I had to say because it was
more equally matched, bro.
Yeah, it was. It proved to be.
It was a more equally matched fight. No disrespect to Bud. I gave Bud his props on the last show. I'm gonna set that up for you, Loon.
Yes, sir. Man, but nobody was talking about that fight. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, but you was talking about the Martinez fight. You was one of the ones that was talking about it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the best fight of the night, and I still feel like it was, as far as like you say, evening. But the fact that Bud was able to do what he did really just took everybody for the night. That was just like, wow, man, we can't believe we looking at it. I remember in the second, third round when he jabbed Canelo, he said mop, and now Canelo's neck snapped back like that. I told my wife, it's over. It's over. It's
Hey,
over.
hey, like I was talking on the show earlier before you, and the show I did earlier, and we broke down the key elements for Canelo to win, the key elements for Terrence Crawford to win, and like I said earlier, I'm giving Bud his props, bro. I'm giving him his props.
Yeah.
The man put on a performance that we haven't seen in a while, and I'm gonna tell you that performance goes down in history with a few performances. I'm not gonna go all into boxing history because there's a lot of them I'm gonna forget, but I'm gonna tell you this: Floyd versus Canelo was a whitewash. Crawford versus Canelo was a whitewash, but it was a different whitewash.
Yeah.
And I say it was a different whitewash because we knew Bud had a jab. We knew Bud can move. We questioned, can he carry the weight? And he carried the weight great.
Yeah.
But one thing I did not see coming was between the fifth and the seventh round, eighth round, when Bud was toe to toe.
Man, he stayed in the pocket heavy.
Exactly.
And
when he stayed in the phone booth, and I knew the fight was over, but the way the momentum was going by then. But when at that particular moment of the fight was like the critical point of Bud taking over the fight. It was like, okay, there's no way Canelo can come back from this. There's no way.
Yeah.
And Bud, I mean, he did exactly what all the boxing fans wanted to see. He boxed, he moved, he stayed in the pocket, he showed power.
I mean, he
it
did
was
it
great.
all. Yeah.
It was
And the beauty of it was the most important thing, like we spoke the last time. It wasn't, people were expecting to run. It's not that he run, but he moves and he's strategic about his move. He moved just off at an angle. And he got extra long arms, and you could see it come in play because Canelo was trying to hit him, and he's like, damn, he's right there, but I can't get him. He's right here, and I can't get him. And he's just pop, 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 and he's not punching no single punches. He's punching in bunches. Nice combinations and coming out there and spinning out. Canelo was trying to get him, and Canelo admitted it. He said, hey, man, I was trying to get him. It just wasn't there. I couldn't get there. Hey, kudos to him for that.
For all those young fighters coming up or who then came up, Bud Crawford showed you exactly how to throw your hands.
Yes, sir.
It was times when he went in there and it was 1, 2, then a 5-6 piece.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, this is what we need. This is what Canelo need. The motherfucker keep him from resetting, and he couldn't reset. He could not reset.
No.
The reset button was resetted.
Yeah. He was so frustrated. And that's the whole point of the style, because, in the aftermath of the fight, you got these fans, and you can tell whether they're casual or they're real boxing fans about how they saw the fight. Some people saying, well, he was running. I'm like, whoa, man, how you get that? And then you got some guys that'll say, man, it was beautiful how he stayed in there and they went toe to toe. I mean, he stayed in there. It wasn't like Canelo had to look for him. He was always right there. And he was just trying to get to him. But just like I say, he was beautiful with them angles. He's over here. He's over there. He's never on that line. He off that line and he catching you and he catching you and he catching you. And, and everything that Canelo does is straightforward like this. This is how he comes at you. So when you at them off angles like that, okay, you taking everything off of him now. He uncomfortable now. He got to make adjustments just to throw a simple hook. Everything is off for him now, and you can see it. And in the 11th round, he was like,
hey. You just said the key word. The key word was I did not see Canelo make adjustments. It wasn't no adjustments made. It was straight coming forward, kept throwing the hook, kept trying to throw the hook. And the crazy thing was, man, that was a wonderful night for Terrence Crawford, bro.
That was, man.
I'm talking about. It's like that man put on an orchestra that night.
Yeah. You know, as a guy who doubted him, and I wasn't, you know, I was, you know, I rooted for him, but when it came to Earl, man, I parted ways. And then he beat my boy like he did. But for him to come from the point where people trashed his resume and he didn't fight nobody, he didn't beat nobody, he too small, he can't do this, he won't do that, he's not going this, not going that. And then you go there and you beat the two big baddest dogs in boxing for the last 10 years, and you trash him. And Canelo looked just like Earl did in that fight. They both was lost. And now people got to take their foot off the gas on Earl just a little bit, because people was trashing my boy Earl pretty hard, man. But after seeing that, you're gonna see what the difficulties was. But let me put the wrinkle in there for you. How do you go back and look at the Sean Porter fight now? Because Sean Porter was right there.
Okay. And that right there, what you saying, is the real definition of styles make fights.
It is.
Because the Sean Porter fight, I believe it was Sean Porter's style that was. I'm not saying Crawford had problems. It was difficult style for him to adjust to, but he made the proper adjustments when the adjustments was needed to be made.
But see, Sean Porter works angles too, so they had a battle of angles going on. So that was a little bit more of a psychological thing going between them, you know. Where they got
seen and unseen boxing. Say I never bet against Bud again. Oh no, man! I have my money on Bud. I have my money on Bud.
Yeah,
I had money on the draw on the show earlier, but then I wound up putting some money on Bud too. A friend of mine called me and he put some money on him. I said, man, you know what? I'm gonna follow you, bro. I'm gonna follow you. I definitely couldn't put my money on no Mexican over no brother, man. No, couldn't do that.
Hey, it was a lot of them doing it, man. I'm
glad you said that, because that was the reason I put the money on the draw. Now here we go. Let's talk about this. I scored the fight 9-3. I really had a 10-2, but I said, since I'm going for Crawford, 9-3. I scored each and every round. How in the hell did the two judges have it 115 to 113?
That's the part of boxing that drives fans away, you know. And then it confuses.
I can understand the 116, 112, but two judges 115 to 113.
Well, you got
one more round of Canelo, it's a draw.
Yeah, but you got to remember, one of the judges had him beating Floyd. So, you know, I guess that evens kind of par, but come on, man. But that's the thing. The problem with boxing is when you have the money man, the superstar, the big dog in the whole sport, you know, the face of boxing, they say, right? Boxing caters too much to those guys, man. And that kind of staggers our fights, because if it wasn't so, I believe he would have had that David Benavidez fight already. And look at them. He lost. WBC has him at number 1 already. How? He just got beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like this guy got to work for nothing on certain levels. I mean, he's done his work, but I mean, you got to a spot now that even Muhammad Ali didn't have this, you know, and he ain't nowhere in the stratosphere as him. So why does boxing do that nowadays, man? You know, that's a fault, and that messes up the casuals, and that gets their minds all screwed up about what is real about boxing, and the beauty of boxing get lost, because he tried to push a narrative of a guy being a certain thing that he might not actually be. But when that guy that comes along, he ain't gonna be appreciated as much, because, you know, he don't got the fanfare or whatever. And like a Gary Russell, you know, not to say that he was the baddest at all, but he was a talent that boxing overlooked. You know, there's a lot of big fights he didn't get. You know, a lot of guys ducked him, was allowed to duck, and there was no outcry. Nobody spoke up for him. Just like now, nobody spoke up for David Benavidez to get that fight with Canelo. The more people hollered for it, the more the big guys just ignored him. That's okay. But the moment that he lose, Bud got to fight David Benavidez. Come on, man.
Hey, and I'm glad you did.
Come on.
There you go. So, hold on. Lunatic in the chat said, I think if Top Rank would have put Pac-Man in the prime 147. All right, I don't want to get off topic with you, with Lunatic, with you too much, but I believe Bob knew what he was doing. He protected Pac-Man. He protected him. He protected him. He protected Pac-Man, and that's what it was.
Yeah. But you know, I would have to say this though. Pac-Man in there with him, and the way that Bud likes to use angles, and Pac-Man is quick on his feet too, and he jumps around. He doesn't sit still either. So that would have been a nice offset to see. But I think eventually with that long arms and reach that he got, it'd have caught him too. But it would have been interesting to see. It's not a guarantee that would have went that way. You know, maybe Pacquiao could have rushed in and caught something. You know, who knows? But it is something that was taken away from boxing. And think about it. If it did happen and he had Manny on his resume, what more could you say? And he was after that guy, but they wouldn't give him to him. See, there go boxing again. See, with this deal like that, you know, I mean, that's a fight that should have happened. You know, they had the same promoter. It was right there. It was all in the house. All the money was going to stay home. Everybody was good, but they didn't want to put it out there, you know. And it's also sad too when you bring up Pac-Man that Earl didn't get that fight either. You know, it's a lot of things in his career, but that Earl's another subject, man. But it's just pity how boxing can go, and it shows you that when you're out there and you're in there and you're getting it, you got to get all you can get while you're there. You can't mess around. You can't slouch or pass nothing by because you don't know what's going to come down the road where you get phased out. Or people just say, oh, no, we're not going to get that fight to you because you didn't look good against this other guy. And this might be the fight that just, you know, everybody's like, wow, man, did you see that one? Like we talking about Christian and Billy and Lester Martinez. Man, I was on the money on that one. I was on the money. I had that one.
Yes, sir.
And I was glad, man, because we need these new guys too, and they add something to it, man. And I like both of them, and I think both of those guys are going to be champions. They got to do it again.
Got to do it again. Hey, to add a little sauce to it too. I mean, I believe with the Terrence Crawford and Pac-Man fight too. You got to remember, neither one of them guys had a title at 47 at that time. You know, I mean, even if when Terrence Crawford did have the WBO title. That title, I mean, that fight wouldn't have been the same magnitude of what he just had with Earl Spence and what he had with Canelo.
That's true, but you know, it would have also accelerated his career though, because he was looking for that one victory to catapult him out there like he is now. So he would have been at that stage. You know, how many years ago was that? What, 6-7 years ago? You know, yep. How many more fights we have gotten with you know who? You know, and what next?
Right. Seen the unseen boxer said, Bud would have ended Pac way before than he did. Oh, yeah.
Oh, was Juan Manuel Marquez? Wasn't Marquez the one knocked him out cold?
Oh yeah, Marquez did him bad.
Ooh, man, it was so bad he was scared. He said,
I see we got a few people in the chat, man. Hit the thumbs up, man. Hit smash the like button, hit the share button, man. Share this show, man. It's subscribe to the channel. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we talking, Bud. Hey, this is what I want to talk about. 135 division. I seen some videos, man. Mr. Gary said he's staying at 35.
Mr. Gary Russell.
Mr. Gary Russell. So now I guess 135 has been invaded.
Man,
we got a lot of guys at 135, bro.
Okay, 135. Wait a minute. We got Keyshawn ain't gonna be there no more. He too big for that now.
Now listen to this. Why you sitting here? Why you sitting here thinking about that? Also, too, I seen where they were saying that I don't know how true it is that the WBO might be mandating the fight with T.O. and Keyshawn if T.O. don't take the fight with.
Oh, they already did. They already did. Yeah, they did. They did it, but he can still pick the other fight because the unification is trumpet. But
So I
wow,
want so I wanted to hear your thoughts on that, and then your thoughts on Mr. Gary Russell invading the 135, because we can't forget we got Abdullah Mason also at 135. We got some heavy hitters at 135.
oh man,
And Abdullah Mason is fighting for the WBO title.
yeah, man. I tell you that young blood right there, man. Hey, it's something special right there. You
So
said,
so listen to this. If if Abdullah Mason is fighting for the 140 title, just for instance, Abdullah Mason wins and says, I want to move up. He could maybe force a fight between either T.O., the winner of T.O. and Shakur, or T.O. and Keyshawn.
Yeah, T.O. ain't fighting Shakur. Not happening. Everybody can listen to that stuff all they want. Y'all go ahead. Teofimo Lopez is not. He don't want no smoke, man. He don't want no smoke. I'm not convinced that he wants some smoke, because there's plenty of smoke there for him if he wants it. It's just pick and choose your smoke. It's everywhere out here. He ain't making no. Yeah, man.
Abdullah Mason too young. Huh? Hey, listen. Hey, I am a firm believer that this young guy is exceptional talent. We wasn't saying that Keyshawn was too young.
Yeah.
This guy, Abdullah Mason, with 2021, he got 20 fights. He got more fights than Abdullah. Than Keyshawn.
Yeah, he's also had some pretty good seasoned veterans he didn't went up against too. Pretty good solid fighters.
You can't say he's ducked his way around.
So
early off, we can say.
Yeah.
But in these last few fights, man, these last handful of fights, man, he been in some barn burners. He fought some proven fighters.
Yeah, he got sat on his behind too. And hey, he took it like a champ. He reacted well with it. He got back up, and it happened, and he kept on. He didn't seem gun shy nothing after that either, which is rare, especially first time you go down or something like that. You're gonna doubt yourself a little bit, but he never showed no signs of that. So that was a good sign. So it's looking good, but you never know. We'll see where it works. But T.O., I gotta go back to T.O. I can't let him go. I got him in my sights. This dude right here. Why the WBO never took his title from him anyway? Remember they said they was going to make an announcement about what they were going to do disciplinary to him for all the racist stuff. He said they didn't do anything at all. Let him keep his title. Now they're talking about, but they got him in a vice now. Either he fights Shakur or he fights Keyshawn, or he gonna have to let the belt go. Don't be surprised if he let that belt go, y'all. Don't be surprised.
If T.O. lets the belt go, his name is nothing.
It's already nothing to me. He already nothing to me. When he sat in that ring and he looked at his people and do I still got it? You done, buddy. You're done. And you've been moving funny ever since then. Ever since then. Why wouldn't you have already made it? Why you didn't make the Devin fight? How come Devin is fighting old boy from Atlanta? When you could have had that fight. Everybody was planning. This is the big deal. And for some reason, it's a segment of boxing fans that actually likes T.O. That actually likes this guy. I think the guy's he's not going to go over 47. He might not even come to 47. He's going to stay down there. He's playing like he's Pacino now. He's too small. He don't want no smoke. But he's a big, bad browser when he fought Lomachenko, see? It's crazy, man. It's too much smoke there to be gun shy like that. Just pick one and roll with it, Pick a guy, figure out, okay, hey, man, I think I can beat this one. Go get him. But you sitting back, people calling you out. You're not doing nothing. We still waiting to figure out what's going on. You and Shakur been on man. They in negotiation. Y'all been in negotiation for 2-3 weeks. Come on, man. This shit ain't that hard. Let's sign this thing, get it going. It is what it is. But it ain't happening for some reason. So that's why I say, nah. It's a whole lot of lip jaw jacking going on. Ain't nobody trying to fight, man. He ain't trying to do nothing. He trying to hold that belt long as he can, play like he important, you know. And shoot, why don't he fight Ryan Garcia? Maybe he won't be scared to go in there. You know, I don't know. Ryan need a belt. Ryan need a belt somewhere along the line. I mean, he ain't never done shit. He need to do something. What's better time than now? Let's get it. Let's get it popping. I'm for whatever. They put their names on the paper. Boom, boom. Hey, I got my popcorn ready. Let's see what's going to happen.
Ryan can't make 140.
Shoot. Yeah, he proved that. He never even tried to, you know. But
he can't make 140. Ryan got to fight at 47.
He ain't gonna fight in his natural weight, no way, because them boys will kill him up there. He know it. That's why he looks awful funny too, because he done tapped himself out too. That Devin was all he was gonna do in life.
I believe he had help with the Devin fight.
Yeah, he had a lot with that, man. And it's sad though that he still don't get no kind of he still got a slap on the wrist for that. And
yeah,
it's sad, man.
He got a slap on the wrist, but we seen in his very next fight. That damn wasn't the same Ryan, bro.
Everybody talking about Rollies. Rollies ain't that good, and Rolly ain't this, and Rolly that. Remember, I told you, I said Rolly gonna drop his ass. Remember, I told you that day? I said, I bet you Rolly gonna drop his ass tonight. And he damn sure did. But they talk about Rolly. Rolly not that good. Ryan is supposed to be so great, but Rolly's the one with all the belts. Hey, make it make sense.
They said Rolly got an announcement. Rolly said he got a fight date.
Now I'm wondering who Rolly gonna fight now. That would be
I believe it's Pacquiao.
You think so? Pacquiao?
I believe so. It's a PBC fight.
Wait a minute. Rolly got a 47 belt, right? He got a 47 pound belt. Oh, WBA. Yeah. That wow, lucky Rolly, man. Rolly get the cash out, man. Well, that's good for Rolly, man.
Yeah.
That's good for Rolly. Shoot, Rolly just got to be smart with his money, man. He won't never be broke.
Right.
You know, hey, that's good, man. That's how you do it. Not what Ryan is doing. And then, Ryan is mad with Oscar again. Oh, the two girls are quarreling. I love it. I mean,
hey, speaking of De La Hoya, man, I seen the interview he was doing, man. He finally got a chance to talk bad about Canelo.
Yeah. Talking about he told everybody, so he picked Canelo to win. And then he come out talking about, I told you, all I do is tell the facts. Oh, get on, man. But it's funny though. But you can't get mad with Canelo for doing him that way, because he did bad business and he did Canelo dirty with that. If you had a deal where you was making $40 million, and at that time they had a good relationship. I think if he had just set Canelo down and said, hey, look, my promotion, I'm promoting you, man. I got you this deal. Hey, man, I was wondering if you would like to invest back into the promotion, and they offering you 40, you take 35, let me keep 5, and then I can run these pay-per-view shows and pay for my undercards and everything, and then we could put on the shows. You see what I'm saying? He probably would have did it, because they had that same thing going on, just like Mike Tyson and Don King did. Hey, brother, we working together. We Spanish guys, we working together, right? They had that thing going on. That's cool. But when you didn't tell the man and just shave $5 million off of every fight he had, that was $5 million here, $5 million there, $5 million here. What you think he gonna do? Man, I can't trust this dude. You moving funny. If you'd have been a man and say, look, this is a situation right now. Our funds ain't right there. We still trying to build up. You a superstar, man. Your stuff is going crazy, man. We trying to get going a little bit too, man. Hey, kick a little something back to the promoters. He would have probably been like, Nathan, man, no problem, and that would have been okay. But he probably would still have him to this day. This is Oscar has to be the dumbest promoter that has ever promoted in boxing. He had everybody. He had everybody in boxing. All the top fighters was with Golden Boy at one time.
Yes, sir.
And how did you fumble that? How did you fumble that? He did a good job for Canelo. He got Canelo that big $350 million deal. Now I give him that. He did that for him, man. That no doubt about that. But in doing that, he put so much into that he let all this other go. That's crazy. And look what Golden Boy is looking like right now. Golden Boy is like the small fry promotions out of all of them out there. They almost over there with Salido Promotions. And then he's another guy can't get a guy a belt, man. You got Ryan Garcia, never had a belt. You got Virgil Ortiz, he ain't really got a belt. He got some interim thing. That's an email belt, right? At least that's what they was calling it when Devin got it.
Right.
But now, you know what I'm saying? But then don't get me wrong. I like Victor Ortiz. I mean, Ortiz, Texas boy. But but now he got to fight. He got to fight now. Now this one right here got my ears perked up. Him and Lubin, man, that's gonna be good. A lot of people putting Lubin out, man, but I think it's gonna be a hell of a damn fight, though, man. It could go either way. I can see either guy winning it. Yeah. I really got it. Take me some time to figure this one out.
I got Lubin on this fight, bro. I'm gonna take Lubin. I'm taking Lubin.
You going on the Lubin train?
I'm going Lubin, man.
Lubin putting the work in. Yeah, because he went in there with the big old Inferno.
If listen to this, man. Besides the Charlo, him getting knocked out by Charlo, the other loss is to Fandura, right?
Yeah. That was a hell of a fight.
The Fandura fight, he was this far away.
Yeah. He was right there.
He decided to fight, not the fight that Kevin Cunningham was telling him to fight.
He got suckered into that macho stuff, trying to prove something, and he fell right into the trap.
Right.
Didn't keep his head.
If Lubin fought this Fandora now,
after that experience, it'd be a much better fight. Even though that fight was great itself, but I mean, even Fandora's gotten better. But he surprised me though. He's not boxing from way out like I thought he was going to do. Because that was the thing when I heard he was fighting Earl. I said, man, if he do this shit, I don't know who gonna fight. Ain't nobody gonna be able to beat this guy, man. They not gonna be able to get him.
Dirty Rhymes said he got tanked by KO. You got tanked on KO by over who?
Tank. Dirty Rhymes, man. Hey, look, bro. I don't mean nothing by what I say with this here though. But when it come to Tank, man, I ain't got no love, bro.
Hold on. What am I hearing, Black Star?
Yeah, I ain't, man. To me, I'm so pissed off at him, man, because you hear he talking about he retiring now, right?
I appreciate you. I appreciate you seen and unseen boxing, brother. I'm subscribed to your channel too, brother.
Yes, sir. And because he's another guy that got these fights that he can have, and he ducking all these guys. You're not gonna fight these guys, but you're gonna keep jaw jacking with everybody. I don't like nothing like that, man. I don't care where you rank in boxing, or you the A side, B side, cash cow, face of boxing, however you want to market it. You guys is in a division. He done already ducked Mr. Gary Russell. He ain't want that smoke. Him and Haney back and forth. It ain't happening. Him and Lomachenko for years. Lomachenko talked all kind of. Oh man, he talked about him like he was nothing. Did he do anything? Nope, not nothing at all. Shakur talk, blah 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 blah. Ain't fighting that guy either. So you trying to tell me that you gonna go out here and you gonna fight the YouTuber? And then you're going to just run away. And what that supposed to do? What that supposed to mean? I mean, is anybody going to remember anybody going to remember Tank Davis after that? No.
Okay.
Not at all. And when the money run out, because that's what he's running for. He say he the money man. He like the money. He ain't really out there for credentials and all that. Okay, that's fine. But you can't keep popping off at the jaw like you doing this and that and you all this and you all that and you ain't going to fight nobody. You see what I'm saying? That's where the fight start right there. Two guys sitting down talking trash. Yeah, man, you know something? Man, I catch you with this right here, boy. I knock you out for the next 3 Sundays. You know what you mean, man? You ain't gonna touch me, boom. Everybody put their money down. I don't know. I think you will. No, I don't think. Now you got a sport of boxing, but you want to run. Come on, man. There's too much money out there. You still young. What you running for? But I know what you're running for because you got your ass whipped by Lamont Roach, and everybody know it. Everybody know you lost that fight.
I gotta let the people in the chat know that Black Star is a DMV native, so understand that I got to play devil's advocate on this one, and I got to defend Tank on this one. Okay, now here we go. Since I got to defend Tank, here we go. Here go the defense for Tank. My defense for Tank is this. Yep, we had the Lamont Roach fight, and yep, it wasn't the performance that he wanted to put on. True indeed.
Schofield. Hey,
oh yes. Oh, he was talking about what I was talking about earlier. Hey, Ponder, give me 1 second. I'm gonna come right back to that. I'm gonna come right back there. So okay, listen to this. So with Tank, I believe this. It was already planned, the Jake Paul fight. That was already planned.
Man, I think you pushed the gas on that one.
No, listen. Listen, I saw them on the show earlier today.
Yeah.
I can go. If you go back and listen to the press conference after the Lamont Roach fight, right after the fight, they asked him. They said, "Would you fight Lamont Roach in a rematch?" And he was like, "Yes." They said, "Would you have an immediate rematch?" And that's when Tank was like, "I'll rematch him, but probably not right back." They said, "Tank, you said you're supposed to have an announcement after this fight. What was the big announcement?" Tank ain't say nothing. They asked Tank, "Was the big announcement supposed to be you was gonna fight Shakur Stevenson?" He said he wasn't in my locker room. Jake Paul was in his locker room. So this is what I'm saying. Remember Tank. Remember this. A lot of people thought Tank was perping when he said, "Hey, I think I signed one of the biggest fight deals next to Floyd." Remember a lot of people thought he was lying.
Yeah.
I believe this was all in the makings with that. That was already in the makings, bro. This was already in the makings. So I believe if the Lamont Roach and Tank fight would have had better numbers, meaning pay-per-view wise, because he sold out the Barclays. They sold that out. He did tremendous numbers on the gate.
Yeah.
But the pay-per-view was at one of Tank's lowest. That means a lot of people streamed the fight.
Yeah, a lot of people started to get off his gas pedal too. Because the way he moved, man.
Listen, a lot of people did not know who Lamont Roach was.
That's true too. But you know, if you the face of boxing and you the El Cremo A side and all this stuff that they say, then people want to come see you fight.
I think. Listen to this. I think a lot of Tank fights. Even though put like this, they say that Tank brings people up, he brings people down, he has advantages or whatever. But I think one of the advantages that Tank does have in the fights that he has had and he's sold well, the fighters he had also had fan bases too. If you go to Mario Barras, he had his even Dela Cruz, them guys had fan bases also.
Yeah.
So they fan base, and Ryan Garcia, he had a fan base also. So when you put a fan base and his fan base together, we gonna have that. With the Lamont fight, we didn't have that. It was Tank's fan base and Lamont Roach, his fan base. It couldn't weigh, bro. It couldn't weigh up to what it needed to be. So when people say, "Well, Tank ducking," he ducking. To me, it makes more sense if I'm Al Heyman and this is my cash cow. One of my cash cow. You can't go back and fight Lamont Roach right now. You can't.
Yeah,
no. Listen, this is the reason why we didn't make what we were supposed to make. Now, if you sit up now, you go fight Jake Paul. Hopefully, Tank knocks this motherfucker out.
I hope Jake Paul knock his ass smooth out. I hope he do a backflip in the ring.
Listen. or even have a decent fight with Jake Paul where you embarrassed.
Yeah. I mean, you gonna come up and fight a guy at 195, man. Come on.
Look, here you go. It's entertainment. It's to bring the fans. It's to bring the fans to the. You go fight Jake Paul because you was already gonna do it anyway. If he knocked Lamont Roach out, he was doing it. Motherfuckers been like, well, he ain't fighting Shakur. Motherfuckers be like, well, he going to get the Jake Paul money. Just so happened, it was a draw with Lamont Roach. You go do this. Now here we go. Lamont, this is what we gonna do. We gonna put you in there with a motherfucker who Tank already fought. We put you in there with Pitbull. Now we put Pitbull in the ring with our other guy El Rayo, and El Rayo did his thing.
He sure did.
So,
man,
Lamont, you being who you are, you should be able to do your thing. Now you go do your thing against Pitbull, who got a backing, who got his own fan base. Now you got a little bit of fan base because you got the draw with Tank. Go do your thing against Pitbull.
Yeah, they beat him. Then that draw interest. Yeah, I can see where you're going with it.
And now we got Tank and Roach Part 2.
Yeah, I get you on that. But when it come to Tank, it's the totality that gets me with him. And then on top of that, he out here walking around with purses and stuff. Man, I ain't got time looking at no man walking around with no purse, man.
I listen, I understand that, but listen, it's the new generation, bro. We gonna be non-judgmental on that. We gonna let the young get the YNs do the YN stuff, bro. You feel me? That's all.
Purses, man. I can't. Oh man, with no purse, man. You better get your ass a backpack, something, man. Get you down. What the hell is wrong with you? Shit. The hell you carrying? Some slippers in there? You got some red pumps in there or something? What the hell is wrong with you? I don't know what's going on, man. But that right there got to go. But still, look at the names that's been left out there. You got a guy like Mr. Gary Russell who his career is dying for a big fight that could have been made years ago. Yeah, he stepped away from that. He ain't want that to happen. Lomachenko trashed him for years. Then he wait till Lomachenko get old. Then he say, okay, hey, let's try to fight now. You know, you got Shakur, you got Devin Haney, you got all he got. And then my thing is, if you're not gonna fight these guys, then shut up. Don't say nothing. That's my thing. Every time somebody say something or a fan say something, he gets suckered into everything. He has to say something. Man, y'all haters, y'all and all this old jive stuff, man. Look, you fight or you're not. That's just what it is. For this guy to do this, and you know, I mean, the Jake Paul thing, I see it's a money grab or whatever, but it's also dangerous too. This guy 195 pounds, man. What I mean. Here is Tank, and Tank is supposed to be, you know, the big bad killer, the puncher, you know, he like the Mike Tyson, the little mini Mike Tyson type of thing. He going to go in there and fight a big guy. He not known for going in there and moving around, out quicking and boxing like that, slipping and sliding and dodging punches, you know. So when you get in there with this big guy who's going to just go in there, he got the ability to out bully you. I mean, that's pretty much already know going in there. He gonna push you around the ring. If he's smart, that's what he needs to do. But you know, you going there like that. That's man. That's taking a hell of a risk. And then I posed one thing just to switch gears just a little bit. And if you notice, right after that fight was made, you saw Floyd Mayweather come out and say he fighting who? Mike Tyson. Man, and everybody know Mike had a little thing against Floyd, but Floyd and Mike, I mean, ain't nobody really talking about it yet. But when it get close to fight time, man, it's gonna be jumping because that everybody want to see Floyd get knocked smooth.
Hey, listen to this.
Everybody want to see him get.
Hey, I don't believe it's gonna happen.
Huh?
I don't believe it's gonna happen.
You don't believe that one? I don't know, man. That sounds like that seems like more of a deal.
Listen, and this is what this is one of the reasons why I'm gonna say this. Because every time certain fighters, I'm not gonna say their names, but every time certain fighters mention they have a fight or as the fight's coming up, Floyd always tries to draw the attention towards himself. It's still in the attention.
Yeah, he had to get in there.
Listen, I believe this is not going. Listen, hold on, bro. Mike Tyson could barely even pass the physical to even do the Jake Paul fight, bro.
Yes.
So I mean, and then people say, "Well, hold on, man. Mike Tyson looked good on them clips."
Yeah, them clips he did.
Them was 5-second clips. them was 7-second clips.
But you know, I don't fault the guy. I don't fault the guy like Mike Tyson doing it though. I know it's a money grab on his end, and he just trying to get what he can get. But what he did, his name, everything, his stature, he deserved to get them paydays.
Walk in the ring, bro. He couldn't even walk in the ring when he fought Jake Paul.
That's okay. Still Mike, man. That's Mike.
Bro, listen.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna still buy it.
This right here is a publicity stunt.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. But see, like I say, for Tyson, I don't mind it. I can see why he's doing it, you know. But these younger guys, I can't get with it.
No, listen to this. When I say this is a publicity stunt, this is something that's talked about right now. It's not gonna be talked about afterwards in a minute. It's only relevant right now.
Oh yeah,
because certain fighters got fights.
But see, this is what I like to see boxing use this fight, because this is here going to bring a lot of casuals. It's going to bring a lot of eyeballs. I don't know where they're going to have it on or whatever if it pulls off, but this is where you bring guys.
It's going over your head. It's going over your head. You missing me? You missing me?
I'm not seeing it.
It's not gonna happen. It's only being talked about.
Well,
because it's on. Man, listen, Mike. I give you a couple $. We're gonna attract the attention. The attention from Instagram, the attention from everyone. It's gonna pay what I gotta give you.
Oh, but no doubt about that.
It's no way in hell that Mike Tyson and Floyd are going to have an exhibition, bro. I guarantee you.
Guarantee it.
I'm guaranteeing it, bro. This because I'm telling you, because if you go back, every time certain fighters fight, he comes up with something to draw the attention away from these fights.
Yeah, that's why it came up right behind Gervonta.
And what's bigger than to sit up here and draw the attention? Tyson and Floyd.
Exactly. That's why I say if the Javante fight happened, that fight gonna happen because he has to out. He has to one up Javante. I believe
I get.
they
I
stuck in it.
hey, hey.
You don't believe
You
it.
said, I don't believe it, bro. I do not believe it. I do not believe it, bro. We seen this same move done. Ah, man, I don't want to expose my hand. Man, we seen this same move done with certain other prime fighters, bro. With with the same from the same guy.
Yeah, yeah, man. You know,
So so if it was real then, if it was bullshit then, why it ain't super bullshit now? When he done showed it to us. This one got to be the real one.
and you know, like I say, but and if those fights happen, I believe it's gonna be some type of agreement made, just like that Mike Tyson Roy Jones fight. That wasn't realistic. But anyway, I don't mind it because it's like this. I just like to see boxing take that and use that to draw in fans, but use the undercard to put guys on there like Lester Martinez, freaking shoot, we were just talking about the young dude from Ohio, Mason. Put the guys on there. Put the Carmel Moulton on there. Put a few of them guys in there. Even if they fighting a mid tier guy, just put them in there, just to give some people some eyes or something to see. It'll help, spread it a little bit better, man, because you got certain names and then a lot of names people don't know what's going on because they ain't following the sport. But a lot of times a certain fighter can bring in his own crowd by the way he fights. If somebody's a good fighter and somebody see it, somebody gonna recognize it and say, hey man, when that guy fighting again, I want to see him fight again. And then boom, next thing you know, they in the boxing world, they watching it, they into it, and they start to develop appreciation for it. That's what I like to see boxing do that and move it around. Don't have this shit in Vegas again. If we went 10 years now with a fight in Vegas, I'd be happy. Just move it around, man, somewhere else. I mean, this is the thing that the UFC has over boxing is the fact that it is everywhere. You don't have to go far. You ain't got to spend all out your money. You can just go down to the local spot. If you wait long enough, it's coming by here. You go in there and see them. They're in San Antonio. They're in Houston. They over here in Dallas. They over here this. They over here that. Okay, you can go and see that. Because going and seeing it live like that is going to hit you much better than watching it on the TV. And then every time you watch it on the TV, you got to pay to see it. So why not take the sport out there so everybody can see and develop appreciation like that? I mean, a lot of these young guys out here that's wearing purses need to see something like this,
Right.
I'm just saying. And then you'll stop hearing all this UFC blah blah blah, UFC tough and UFC. Every time they get in the ring with them, they're getting their ass tossed around. Come on, man. This stupid stuff. What's this guy now? Sean O'Malley. Come on, man. I'll take his damn lunch money right now. What he gonna do out there with his 75 different hair colors talking about I want to fight Javante? And I think he's like what, 165 or something like that, 170, somewhere in there like that. But he wanted to fight the little guy. He don't want Why he ain't call out Bud Crawford?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just get so sick of these people always acting like UFC so tough and they doing this and they doing all that. More people die boxing every year than they do in the UFC. So how bad is it really? If they eliminated all the rules, then I can see what you're talking about. Well, you can break and you can do this and you can't tap out. Then you go out there and the mug get you in that submission and you're not allowed to tap out. What's gonna happen then? Then I might say, okay, well maybe you got a point there. But as long as you can tap out, you ain't got to worry about that. Boxing, once he hit your motherfucking ass, you ain't got no choice. If you're going out, you're going out. That's all she wrote. You better hope you got a referee like Tyson Fury had that first fight against Wilder. He get all the way over there, get down on both knees and scream in your ear. 1, 2. Get your ass up. 3. I'll never forget that. I've never seen a referee drop all the way down and scream in the guy's ears. And then you can see when Fury came to, Fury said, he looked like, oh, and he was at 6'7" right there. You wasn't too far from 10.
Yeah. That was a hell of a fat night, man. That was a hell of a fat night, man.
Yeah, if all these promoters come together and they start to think like me, man, what happened to Tuesday night fights, man? God, how you just gonna let the thing go away when it was I mean, it had steady ratings. It was a hit, guaranteed. Why would they let that go away? Tuesday night, Friday night fights on ESPN. You know, I mean, it's
yeah.
But you know, and UFC is becoming more of a cult thing because the word of it spreads more better because of the way that they market it out and move around with it. They're not even making no money. Boxers making money, but why are they not getting the commercials? You know, it's crazy. I see Canelo get some commercials. You know, you see him on Modelo and this other thing. He was he got a bunch of them. And then you got other boxers out there that don't even be known, man. Them guys need to be known, you know, and that's the only way to get it out. Promoters are not doing their job either because that's something that they could do. If they had a lot connect in Hollywood, they could have a guy come out. Because I remember back in the day, you see Oscar De La Hoya in the Shaq Diesel video. You know, he's sitting in the car. Oh, that's Shaq. Oh, Oscar's in there. Oh, there goes such and such a. You know what I'm saying? You get a chance to see him. I mean, right. Ali did the damn. Why somebody can't take the spot Ali had the pest commercial with Raycon and you know, I mean, bring them things back. Somebody. I mean, boxing can be. It just seems like in America, man, they want to sissify everybody. They don't want nobody to get none of this masculine stuff. They want everything to be elsewhere because most of the American fan base don't even root for the American fighters. I mean, that's sad. You know, sad but true. And it's like, you know, come on, man. You know, then you got this momentum now in politics. Everybody's talking America first. But then when it comes to sports, we rooting for the Ukraine. Come on, man. The hell is going on around here? but that's why I like what's this guy that is on Sean Porter's podcast? Man.
Which one?
Sisso was his last name? The white guy with the
his name's Sean too.
Yeah, Sisson or something like that, right? His last name Sisson or something. He was saying, man, he has pointed that out though. He said, I root for these guys. These guys are my countrymen. And I root for these guys, you know. And I'm like, hey, that's cool. That's how it should be. That's how we grew up. You watch the Olympics, you're rooting for the American team. You ain't rooting for, let me see what Botswana doing, you know.
Ponder put his name in the chat.
Sean Zittle. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. It was there somewhere, you know. You got to watch his old folks, man. There'll be a name sitting over here, man. Sometime I can't get that one out. Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, but I thought that was cool. You know, it was a thing to be said. You know, I know since the big fight, man, everybody's been, you know, putting have you heard this? CompuBox had Canelo outlanding Bud. Do you think that's possible?
No.
I don't either. I can't see it.
Listen. Man, listen. When I say that Bud fought a phenomenal fight, bro, I mean, listen, bro. He kept the phone on the hook. And the punches that people thought he was getting hit to the body with, them was blocked, bro. Them punches wasn't really tapping the body. That was tapping the arm because Bud was dropping the arm and he was keeping the phone drop. And when he skirted, it's like, hey, bro, that's why I say that was the performance, bro. Because every time Bud moved and Canelo chased him with the hook, Bud dropped that arm and he was catching the hook. So I mean, it's no way. And do you count that as a punch? It's a block. So this is and that's why I bet it on the draw on that, because listen to this. We have us fans scoring the fight.
Yeah.
We had a commentator scoring the fight. Then we had the judges scoring the fight. Now the commentator agreed with the fans, with the non-delusional fans. 9-3, 8-4 divorce.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And you know, it's really similar to Devin Haney and Lomachenko fight, because immediately after both of those fights, it really wasn't no question about who won the fight. And then as the time goes on, a case builds up. And I'm like, how is that possible? We all saw the same fight the same night. And everybody was like, nah, man, dude won. And all of a sudden now, you got people talking about, hey, you know, it's possible to get the decision reversed for a Devin Haney fight. I'm like, how is that possible? And then, and my thing with that was Lomachenko did his thing towards the end, but he gave up too many early rounds. The same way he did with Teofimo. The first 6 rounds, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. And then he comes on towards the end, and then he loses it in the 12th round again. He did the exact same thing with both fighters. And people still say he won 8-4. Man, ain't no damn way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked it, both of them. I was more of a Devin guy, but I appreciate Lomachenko. But he didn't do what he was supposed to do the first 6 rounds. That was on him. Ain't on nobody else. You can't blame Devin. You can't give this man a round when he does nothing and the other guys out here trying. How do you do it? So how can you sit there and say how you gonna give me 8 rounds he won in that fight? Can't happen. It's the same with this fight. I can't nobody give me 8 rounds that Canelo did that in. Canelo had some spots and some things. He landed some big shots, though. He landed every now and then one, but they were single shots. He wasn't able to get on it back, and then on top of that, he couldn't hit him flush with solid with everything because the way Bud was moving. Bud would roll with it a little bit, a step back, or step this way, and he catch him, but it wouldn't be, full on, And I was just like, man, it was a masterpiece, and just the way that he positioned himself in the ring against him, that right there need to be studied. That part right there, that's what now when Bivol say he need to be in the book, I see what that is. That right there, because that movement was, it was spectacular, man. I've never seen a fighter can stand right there and step through the raindrops, be just over here, just over there a little bit. He tagging the hell out of you, but you can't get him back. You can't get him back. He right there. You see him. You know you can touch him, but every time you try, you missing him. How in the hell? Or he blocking it.
Shout out to La Madrina, said Bud is the best fighter out right now. He's smoking. He should retire and become a coach.
Hey, can't argue with that.
But shout out to La Madrina.
Yeah, you want to get some of that big money though, man. When you want to get one of them Canelo paychecks.
Hey, and that see now listen. So my theory on that is this: Canelo ruled boxing so long.
Yeah.
I want Bud to be able to reap the benefits of being crowned that guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't mean go out there and what people sit up there, well, fight David Benavidez. No, that doesn't mean go fight David Benavidez. That means Bud should be able to pick and choose the fights that he does have. If he decides to fight again. And if I was Bud, 160 is open. We got it's four belts between 3 guys. I'll force pressure on fighting one of the guys, and I'll force pressure for the other guys to fight each other, and then the best man fight me. That way,
full weight undisputed.
That mean he can be 5 division, 4 weight undisputed. 6 division.
6 division and 4 weight undisputed. Whoa. And then check this out. He only 7 fights away from tying Floyd?
For 50-0. Yeah.
Man. But so, here's the thing. Do you think they're going to give him Canelo type money to fight them guys? I think the only fight he could get that in is he had to fight David Benavidez. I think they'll give it to him for that fight. They'll give him $150 million to fight that guy. But them guys, I don't think they'll do it. Because Canelo, a lot of times they'll pay Canelo big money to fight guys that ain't really on the par. But he'll get $150 million just for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he got it like that.
That's why I say if Terrence can, say for instance, Terrence can drop down and fight I think what's his name? Makovich, something like that. I think he got 2 titles.
Janibek.
Janibek. He got 2 titles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he called him out. He called him out.
Say he go fight Janibek. And he beat Janibek.
Yeah.
It's interesting for them other 2 title fighters to either fight each other and then try to fight Bud, or Bud can go after them 2.
Yeah, because now that's the big money fight for them guys. That does wake 60 up big time. Shoot.
Because me personally, I believe this is what Jamal should have been did. I mean, Maul was supposed to run 60, bro.
I don't know what the hell what they doing.
He was supposed to ran 60 and he didn't run 60. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. You move up to 50, you move up to 68. Let Mel do it. Mel could have after the Canelo fight could have been like, you know what? I gave it a try at 68, bro. I'm going to 60.
That's the natural thing for him. He's still talking about 54. What do you want to stay at 54 for? That don't make no sense. You're supposed to go to 60 now. I don't understand.
Then you know what the problem gonna be? I'm weight drained.
I don't even want to hear nothing from them cats, man.
That's what's gonna be said next. He was weight drained.
Hey, look, Jamal had that fight, and it's been with time is going now. How many months it's been since his last fight? 6-8 months. He's going up on a year again, inactive. I mean, these guys act like they're gonna live forever, man. This game is passing them by. It's a whole lot of money in here. It's a whole lot of fights in here. Why they must? That's one thing I give Tim Tszyu credit for. Tim Tszyu fighting everybody.
What'd you say?
Yeah, that's why I give Tim Tszyu credit, because Tim Tszyu fight everybody. He'll fight. He's still talking about fighting somebody. Hey, man, go get him. Oh, man. Go get him. Win, lose, or draw. Go get it while you're young.
Hey, Tim Tszyu ain't got it no more, man.
I don't, but I commend him on his courage to go out there and fight everybody and still keep going. When you got guys like that who should be doing that ain't making the move. They think they happy with the dollars they got. Okay, that's not going to be here forever. You got to add more to that. It's going to come a time in your life when you're not going to have this money or be able to make this type of money again, because they don't have a profile where they can go out and make appearances and stuff like that and make money like they don't have that. And they didn't think in them terms. And because of that, you need to get all you can get out the sport right now while you're in here. If not, man, who's to say what happened tomorrow? We'll say you get your baby mama, get them and say, okay, I want to divorce you now. I got to get half and all your shit.
We gotta answer seen and unseen this question. He said Crawford is the best fighter of his era. He said, I got to watch Mayweather. I think Bud would beat him. Okay, I got a question for you. When you say you got to see the Mayweather era, it was 2 Mayweather eras. Did you get to see Money? Well, we know you seen, I guess, Money Mayweather, but did you get to see the Pretty Boy Floyd era? Because if we want to compare Crawford and Floyd, I believe we got to compare both of these guys in their prime.
Yeah, that's kind of, I see what you're saying. That is a dilemma.
Yeah, because listen to this, because I was discussing this at the barbershop, right? And they say, okay, well, Bud will stop Floyd. Woo. I say, Bud good. Don't get me wrong. But let's look at it. Are we talking about Pretty Boy Floyd, who was offensive, who was getting the stoppages, who was offensive minded?
And he had that power when he was fighting down there.
And also had the same type of power. I'm
Hmm.
not saying he had Bud Crawford power. I don't know. But
I don't know. Well, I think
we know Floyd had power at that time until he got the brittle hands.
okay.
So,
I break it down for you just like this, bro. Back in the pretty boy era, in them weight classes, I think Floyd wins. But the Money May come back out there and fight this Bud right here.
okay, but listen to this. We know Floyd can never fight at 168. So we gotta put a limit on the Bud and Floyd. So what are we talking about? Bud Floyd at 147?
Yeah, well, I guess it almost had to. Well, I guess it could be 154 because he fought Canelo at 152. You know, but
That's
I
what I'm
just don't.
saying.
I think at that point right there, I think Floyd was really getting out of his natural where he should have been fighting. He should have been fighting them bigger guys. He was really a smaller guy, and I think that at that time, because his power went first. And that's not normally how it goes. So that kind of tells you kind of overreaching where you need to be fighting at.
Listen. So, do we take a prime Bud at 130 and 40? I mean, 135 and 40 against a prime Floyd 135, 40? Or do we do it at 47?
Yeah, damn.
Because one of the arguments a guy said was this: Bud versus Madonna. Bud stops Madonna at 47.
47, man. I mean, he left a trail of tears, and mine is some of them. He left a trail of tears in 47, no doubt. I was that digging up. I think my eyes was bleeding them days, Jack. But yeah, that's an interesting question, man. That really is. It's kind of hard to but Floyd was so overall solid back then. And to me, he was better than he was later in his career because I say skill wise, but he did develop a lot of wisdom that he was able to overcompensate as he got up higher, when he fighting those guys. But back then, man, it was just obvious that there was nobody that could beat him. Back in the pretty boy days. So that's the only way I could break it up. 135, 140, man. Woo. But you gotta also dang. I guess that's one that's gonna always have us perplexed because Bud, like I say how he work his angles and stuff like that. And then you're gonna have Floyd with great feet, and he likes to work angles, and he's moving, he's quick, and he likes to set traps and catch your timing and all that stuff. And he's really, both of these. I mean, that would be a classic fight, though. I mean, man, I don't know. I can see it going either way, to be honest with you, but that's a hell of a fight, man. I can't say nothing 100% though. That's one thing I say. When you think about it, you go, damn.
Yeah.
Hell, maybe they should do an exhibition. Bang, bang.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at that one.
Man.
I wouldn't be mad at that one.
And you know what surprised me about that the aftermath of this is to see how many Mexican fans Bud got. And come to find out his childhood friend did the song from the movie Desperado that he came out with and everything. And I'm looking like, dang, there's a lot of Mexicans like Bud. I would have thought that Earl had more Mexican fans than Bud did. So that tripped me out because I didn't think, I don't know nothing about Omaha, but I didn't think there were many Mexicans in Omaha.
Maybe the fans transferred.
It could be. He get a lot of respect, man. So, shout out to him, man. When you got a guy that's going out there and he's putting it on the line to show that, hey, I can do this, and he believed in himself, and even when everybody else didn't, man, and he went through there and he knocked all those obstacles down and he achieved all those things, you cannot take it away from that guy, man. Hey, I got to give it to you, bro. He showed me something, man, and hey, I like to give a guy his due, man. I ain't nothing choice but to give it to him because he earned that. He earned that. He went out there and did that. He took my boy and bust him up, hurt my feelings. And then he went and got Canelo, did him next. I'm like, hey, where he come from? He ain't supposed to be in this mix.
14 up, he got Bud.
14 up, I feel like that too. You know what I'm saying? I have to break it up that way. I think he's more likely at that time, but man, you just never know. Guys, that'd be a hell of a chess match to watch. Some people will say it's boring, but shoot, that's something good for boxing.
He said Floyd would never do a motherfucker. He'd never do that with Bud.
Shoot, I tell you, man, because he hit Canelo with some stuff, and he moved his neck back, and I'm like, man, I know a lot of people talk about the one where he was kind of like trying to go with it, and they got caught and they got spun like that. It still was good enough. Yeah, I mean, it.
Hey, listen. I can't say nothing but listen to this. The only thing I can say is that it was a few times in the moments in the fight where I felt Bud could have got him up out of there if he really pressed it. If I think it was the 7th round, the 9th round, 7th and the 9th round. I think there was 2 of the rounds that I'm like, damn, Bud can actually get this motherfucker out of here, bro. He about ready. He about ready to tap. But I salute Bud for sticking to the game plan, and shout out to Bo Mac and the whole team, bro. It's the whole team, bro, because they came with the perfect game plan.
Yeah,
and shout out to Bud for executing and doing exactly what they say. Because I was wondering, like, damn, why is he staying southpaw? But he couldn't get hit.
Same thing he did, Earl. Same thing. Yeah. I say, how you going out southpaw? Showed me. I'll scratch my head for the longest. Man, what the hell did he do? Hey, I mean, he did that, man. And like Bivol say, man, he should be in the book. Bivol say. That's pretty cool, man. And then now, as far as David Benavidez, he got that big fight with Anthony Yarde. That is a fucking absolute banger. Oh, man, that's going to be a great fight. Oh, man, that's a great fight. And hats off to David Benavidez, man, because he is running the gauntlet. And this is the point I want to make. I want to see if you agree. He goes up there and he beats Bivol. He beats Better BF or whatever. He's undisputed at 175. Does he need to fight Canelo?
Nope. He don't need to fight Canelo, period. If I'm listen to this, and I said this on the show when I did earlier. Did you miss?
Yeah.
Hold on. What did he say? He said the press was there.
Press was there,
but it was dangerous.
Oversaid you might be in Depends.
Okay. So David Benavidez was truly, to me, the boogeyman of 68. He was the boogeyman of 68. Now, you can go back 4-5 years ago when Canelo started this path, when Benavidez was stripped from his title. He went on the European path and collected belt after belt after belt after belt. He became undisputed in 1 year. In 1 year.
Oh, yeah. They lined it right up for him, and they told David Benavidez to go to 175.
And then then David Benavidez stayed Canelo's mandatory for 3 years, 4 years. And we never got that fight.
It's crazy.
So I salute David Benavidez for stepping up to 75 and say, fuck it, he gonna make his own path. If I'm David Benavidez, you do not need a Canelo fight. You do not need a Terrence Crawford fight.
No.
You're setting your own path.
Yeah. He already turned down the Bud fight anyway.
If he can beat Yarde and then beat Bivol. Now, Beterbiev, I think that's that one right there. I don't know, bro. I do not know. I do not. And
But
the reason why
look at that gauntlet though. God, man, that's brutal. You gotta, even though Anthony Yard is, not a champ or nothing like that, but he's a hell of a fighter, and it's not gonna be a cakewalk. So he go through this guy. He get Bivol. Bivol done already beat Canelo, and then you get to the big dog, Beterbiev. Oh my God, man. I mean, that's a career worth right there.
Hey, man, listen.
He could put those 4 up against any 4 victories that Canelo has fought. If he gets all 4 of them fights, in my opinion, they're just as good as anything that Canelo has done. If he win them 4,
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I don't even want to see Benavidez and Beterbiev.
So you don't want to see it. Well, Beterbiev getting old now, So it's.
I mean, yeah, but.
He a killer though, man. He a killer.
Yeah.
Bivol, the only man that was able to stand. And look what Bivol did. He beat Canelo and Beterbiev. They was the 2 baddest men in boxing. He beat both of them. I mean, he don't get no love, man. He never did. And it's really dirty how boxing did him, man. But he did. He beat 2 of the top. I mean, shoot. I couldn't believe it, man. And then here you got David Benavidez, who already beat Vosik. And 175, those was the top 3 guys: Vosik, Bivol, and Beterbiev. And you going right down the line, you topping up all the top guys like that, man. That's a hit. He get that undisputed, man. Take your hats off to him. It's way harder than what Canelo did for 168. If he get that 175 run, his run is way tougher than that, because he going through a gauntlet, man. Them guys, shit.
Yeah, I don't want to see Benavidez and Beterbiev.
I think he can win it, man. I think he can win it. I do.
Damn.
He's getting better too, though. The thing about it is, David Benavidez is getting better.
Well, shout out to David Benavidez. That's my man, bro. God, man, I think I don't know, man. Beterbiev
was a bad boy, though. He's a bad boy.
It's a difference because, okay, stylistic, Benavidez and Bivol, it ain't too much of a that's like thunder.
Yeah.
Beterbiev and Benavidez is like a tornado.
Man.
Hey, you don't know what the fuck can come out of it, bro. Because guess what? If Benavidez get into a brawling match with Beterbiev,
I don't recommend that.
No. But I'm just saying that's why I'm saying I do not want Benavidez to even fight Beterbiev, because them styles right there, if their styles get to clashing, that's a tornado. Yeah. Somebody gonna get hurt, bro. At the end of that, somebody. Now I could see Benavidez and Bivol fighting and nobody being hurt. We watching a good fight. Somebody may be getting beat up. But Beterbiev and Benavidez, bro.
Yeah, but
that's like a heavyweight. That's almost a baby heavyweight fight.
Yeah. Beterbiev is George Foreman. He's George Foreman. Let's just go ahead and say it. 175, George Foreman.
I'm trying to protect Beterbiev, bro. That's all. I'm just trying to protect him. He young, bro. He don't need that. He don't need that. He don't need that. Hey,
I tell you, though,
fight these other guys and let Beterbiev retire, bro. I don't want to see that, bro. I don't want to, because I can see that just being fireworks, bro.
Yeah,
it's fireworks.
Oh man, it's a great fight. And everybody's sleeping on Bivol and Beterbiev rematch too. People talking about, I don't want to see it. What are they talking about? These 2 guys right here, man, come on. What you mean you don't want to see it? And then and just like you were saying, you didn't want to see Benavidez fight Beterbiev. But if Bivol beats him the second time, there ain't no reason for no third fight. Then you have to fight Bivol. Then you wouldn't have to fight Beterbiev. You see what I'm saying? So it could work out that way for him too.
Okay. Did you have Bivol win in the first fight?
I had Beterbiev winning it. It was awful close. I was surprised how close it was because I was looking for the knockout. I thought it was coming any moment. And I was waiting, and it didn't come. But that's a testament to Bivol, man. Bivol he don't get the respect he deserves either, man. A lot of people, I understand the Monster in a way, and I'm cool with that because I like Monster too. But Bivol, man, when he beat Canelo, he didn't really get his flowers for that. He didn't really get it for that. Like he did it, and everybody said, "Well, he's just too big," and they just turned the page and went on with life. That's not how that's supposed to work.
That's because the boxing critics, they wrote it off as Canelo trying to be great instead of Bivol handle his business.
Yeah, but we're supposed to believe that Canelo knocked out Kovalev though, but he's too small for Bivol. But Kovalev. Come on, man. It's not even consistent. That's why that's why we don't have to get into that because we know how I feel about that fight. That to me was a rigged ass fight. I can't see it no other. Every time I watch that fight, I'd be like, man, this ain't bitter. This is not Kovalev, man. This is not he don't jab like that. Them little soft. That's another story for another day, but they didn't give my man his flowers, man, and I thought that was really bad. And then he tried to box him out. He didn't get a fight for like a couple of years. I mean, they did him dirty, man.
Yeah, well, okay. It is. Bivol was going through some things too. Because after the Canelo fight, he was going through things with his wife. Then he turned around and had the Beterbiev fight. And then his wife wanted to file a divorce, and she was going through it. I think he was going through probably a lot of mental things going on. You know what I mean? That was outside of boxing. You know what I mean? It kept him away from the ring. But shout out to Bivol, bro. Shout out to Bivol. He came back. He beat Beterbiev. And Beterbiev said he didn't want to fight him no more.
They not trying to have a third fight.
I think from my understanding, Beterbiev said he didn't want to fight him no more.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to holler at
he didn't want to do the rematch though. He didn't want to do the rematch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to holler at John Scully on that one. Shoot, man, gotta let us know what the deal is on that one, brother, because that fight right there, well, depending on how they're gonna we'll see. But I thought that was it'd have been good to see because a lot of people was talking down on the third fight, and I couldn't understand it, man. It's like people just didn't want to pay them no attention because they rushing guys or whatever. And I'm just like, man, what that got to do with?
That's that. That's the main part that that got a big part to do with it. That got a big part to do it.
Yeah, but that's not them guys' fault. They just participating in the sport. That all that politics, they ain't got nothing to do with that. I've never seen them do that to somebody, man, just because of their nationality or whatever. That ain't right. And they missed a lot of money, a lot of fame, a lot of honor from what they're doing. I mean, these guys that box, man, and they going through the gauntlet. They not like your average Joe who's walking down the street. These guys are special, no doubt. They just, so kind of, rubs you the wrong way because, man, people should appreciate it more. And and in a way, Benavidez is missing a little bit of the limelight for that. People should be talking about that. The fact that if he run that gamut and he beats Bivol and then he had to fight Beterbiev and he beats all three of them, what does that mean? People have to really talk about that because I'm telling you, if he beats Anthony Yard, he beats Bivol, he already beat Vostick, he beats Bivol. I mean, he beat all four of those guys straight like that, back to back to back to back. Now give me four of Canelo's toughest ones. Back to back to back to back. I bet you he ain't got nothing that can go to that. I mean, just You talking about wanting to be the next big Mexican fighter, you know? But you know, and then that's crazy too, because you have some Mexican people who from Mexico don't really accept, you know, the Chicanos, you know, the ones, the Mexican Americans, and you know, not as much. They accept them, but not like homegrown, you know, which is it's kind of unfair, but you know, that's how they are, you know. But I think that's a hell of a run. If he go that run, if he run that gamut and he gets the undisputed, man, that's the toughest undisputed run as you've seen in boxing. I mean, that's brutal, absolutely brutal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, seen and unseen says if Benny pulls that off, first ballot Hall of Famer. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, you had to say that. You know, and then you have to ask yourself this question too: was Canelo ever really undisputed? Because to be undisputed, nobody can lay claim to a title. But the whole time he was the champ, David Benavidez had never been beat, so he always still had a claim to the title. Nobody talking about that.
Yeah.
Nobody putting no pressure on the man to fight the man to square it out. I mean, come on, man. And then now everybody wants Bud to fight him, but you know they wasn't pushing for that then, and that was a way bigger fight too. Come on, man. I don't understand it, because even at that time, Benavidez had more of a aura than Bud did, as everybody was figuring. But now it's looking a little bit more. I see Bud done really arrived, man. He got a whole town like that. You can just say that shit, Nebraska's his country. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So hey, more power to him, man. You know, I can't knock him, man. I hope I catch him up here one day at this damn boxing gym up here with Shakur and him, man. I had to tell him, man, look here, bro. I don't usually say this, but I gotta tell you, bro. And yeah, you was one of the few guys in all the sports. The other guy that did me like that was Terrell Owens. I hated Owens till he came to the Cowboys. And it wasn't even that he came to the Cowboys, but when I saw how he worked out and everything, because I always thought he was just a loudmouth. And then when I saw how he prepared and how he played and how he went out there and he put himself out there like that, it made me respect him. Then I learned to like him. But before, you know, I didn't. It doesn't happen often, but this is another time here I had to say I was showed something. Said, Bud, better stay away from that dude. Yeah. It's not necessary. But I just don't know how he can make that big money. Like if you want to get that bag that Canelo's been getting, that 150 mil to fight somebody, who is it that he can fight to get that? Man, you done already fought Canelo and they didn't give it to you. Who would they get? That's the only fight that I can see that they would break him that much cheese off to fight that guy. Oh, what about maybe Turkey would do it for that guy over in the UK, Hamza Sheeraz.
Bud and him at what, 60?
That'd probably be at 68. You know, that's a big dude, man. That's a big ass dude, and he can box his ass off.
Didn't he come up from 60 to 68?
Yeah. Yeah, because he didn't he just fight Carlos Adames and they draw it?
Yeah, it was a 60.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's at 60. But he was they was saying him next for Canelo. So I'm thinking 68, or maybe they could do it at 60. Maybe he still could get down to 60. You know, maybe Turkey Al-Sheikh could break that bread off for his you know, for his Muslim guy to get a shot.
That's a lot, man. I don't see Bud fighting nobody ain't no title, man.
That's true. That's true. Damn, but the money though. 150. If they guarantee him 150 mil, hell, well, why not? Shit, I take it.
Hey, then give Shiraz a title fight at one of the guys at 160.
Yeah, man. Him and Carlos Adames had to rematch.
And see if he can win the title. And then come back and spin the corner around.
That was a close ass fight. It was a close fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that would add something to it. But I'll tell you something right now, and I don't know. But something about Laura scared the shit out of me right now. What the hell he eating, man? I mean, it's an old dude. He ain't no young cat. He knocking everybody ass out.
Yeah, I think the difference is too, though. They got Laura sitting down on all his punches now,
and you can tell a difference, man.
Before he was on his toes and he was just boxing and moving.
Yeah.
Now he actually punching. He be actually punching.
Yeah. Damn. Now I was just thinking for a minute. I don't know. What do you think that him and Canelo running it back?
I ain't gonna lie. Well, Laura said I'm with PBC, so it's definitely probably gonna be somebody with PBC. That's why I wouldn't mind even seeing Earl Spencer, Laura. I wouldn't mind seeing Jamal Charlo and Jamel and Laura. You feel me?
I think Earl need to go to 160 anyway. I think letting his body replenish itself the way he has, and if he gets in there, and he don't have to cut so much weight and go in there a little bit more, with a little bit extra layer on him. I think that puts him in there where he could probably naturally be, and that's what for Floyd they said, wasn't it? He's 160 pounder.
And I think also too. Earl should take that book, that playbook out of Terrence Crawford's playbook and move up, because we was concerned about the weight, but Bud looked great with the weight. He carried the weight great. So just think, instead of Crawford Spence shrinking down to 47. If you go up to 60, it'd be a little bit less weight that he got to cut. Mm-hmm. And then he might be more powerful there, because we seen the power transition with Rolly
and Laura. Yeah. So that very well could be, and then he allowed his body a chance to really heal. He's been through a lot of trauma. And then noticing, because people really like, I seen a guy made a video talking about, Errol wasn't nothing. I'm like, man, this is crazy. But that's how some people have looked at him, because he lost to Bud. But now that you see Canelo lose to him too, that should make you go, wow, man, that guy was really that good. Just is what it is, but a lot of people don't want to accept it, man. I had a hard time digesting it, but it had to make sense to me. It didn't make sense in my mind. I kept looking and I couldn't see it, but hey, I see it now. And sometimes it be that way, you don't always get everything, like that. Yeah, man, that's something else, but I like to see that, Earl come back, but Earl got to get a trainer. I kind of feel like Earl is waiting to see how this litigation go. And if the litigation goes with Derrick James, he probably end up coming back with Derrick James, man. Because look at Derrick James right now. Well, he done kind of quiet down a lot too. He was really hot for a minute.
Yeah. I seen it with Alicia Baumgartner for the card up on the Tank and Jake card. Yeah. But other than that, I know Frank Martin supposed to walked away. I think Jamel walked away. Mm-hmm. Earl walked away.
AJ walked away.
And it's crazy. Like, he went from being trainer of the year.
He was the hottest trainer in boxing. Yeah.
To now.
I still think he's the best trainer, though. I do still think he's the best trainer.
Now the roles are reversed, and everybody that was on his side, on Bomac's side now.
Well, see, what it is it reveals something, because I never understood why they would have such a big gripe over this money situation when they done had their financial thing in place for so long. And Earl, a stand-up guy, he's kind of a guy. If he say something, he gonna do what he say. That's his reputation. That's what I know him to be. That's what I've seen him to be consistently. So for this to come out all of a sudden now, you want some money, or some extra money or something out of the deal, I mean, if he wanted to give it to you, that's one thing, but he didn't really have to. I mean, for one, he don't do no promoting. He was doing all promoting. He did all that work, and your percentage has been what your percentage has been. Nobody knew him just like they did know him. So it's equal both ways. But that's something that they should have had already figured out before they got in that ring. If he felt some type of way, he should have voiced it to him before the fight. Say, look, man, I know we going through this. You're making the big money, man. I feel like I should make something about like this right here, man, because I know these other trainers and blah, blah, blah. And just put it on the table. And then I think, they could have worked something out one way. Maybe not get the whole thing, but got a good majority of it. Who knows? But all this time wasted. But then you see all these other guys dropping off from him like that too. So what was their gripe with him? That they're not Earl. So why did they get, what made that terminate? So it make you feel like who was really wrong in this? I mean, who's to say? I don't know. Like I say, I still think he's the best trainer in boxing, but you can't let all them guys go, man. I mean, he had a factory going on over there.
Yeah. Mel got first dibs on strap. He really wants this fight.
Yeah. He want the Spence fight. Man, he better take who he can get, man. Because I don't know what's going on with the Charlos, man. I root for them. I like them and everything, but I don't like how they move, man. I don't know what's going on in their mind, man. They living in some type of fantasy world. They need to snap out that shit, man. This is real out here. Y'all, and I mean, they gotta really make a decision. Now, maybe they already have done it. But to me, I'll be trying to figure out, do I want the legacy? What do I want people to say about me when I'm done with this? These guys put it all out. They get in the ring and they go out there and go through the fire every time. And, you done that to a part. You done built up a certain type of cachet, but stopping right there, where is that going to leave you? When they're talking all time, is that going to be satisfactory for you? Or are you going to have that thought in your mind, man, I should have fought such and such, or I should have did this, or I should have done that, or this and that. They come, God forbid, that the finances don't work out no more. You done got with these bras and took you for bad. Who knows what can happen. And then now you're broke now, and you ain't got the ability to make that type of bread no more. You want to be able to finish out your life living at that level. But the only way to do it is keep going in there and go and get them big fights, man. Get them big money fights. Get on over there with Turkey out of seat,
Hey, seen unseen said he's very under impressed with
the Charlotte Twins. Oh man, hey man, that's how those guys move. They wasting time, man. They wasting it.
Well, I mean, to their defense, but PBC was going through some things. Al Heyman, whatever. But I mean, I mean, they could have pressed some fights, bro. It was just like I think a lot of people felt that Mel, that he took the Canelo fight just for the money. Like, I mean, like he didn't show no eagerness to win, and then after the fight, he didn't show any eagerness to either like get back in the ring. Like, bro, like if that was me, I would have been telling my fans that night, guess what? It's Saturday, Monday morning, I'm in the gym. Monday morning, I'm in the gym.
That's right.
Hey, Charlo, how long was you taking up? Monday morning, I'm in the gym. Right. I'm in the gym. I'm working on everything I fucked. I'm getting this weight back off, and I'm about to get back to Charlo.
There you go. I
tried to please the fans. I tried to do something for the fans that would have brought some big to boxing, and I tried. I couldn't do it. But Monday morning, I'm back in the gym, getting this weight off, and I'm about to be back to being Charlo. Fans and people would have respected that.
Mm-hmm.
But you go ghost for 2 years?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And the only time we see you is when you showing your clothes off, your high designer clothes.
And that's the thing, you know, like Marvin Hagler said, you know, it's hard to get up and train when you're sleeping in satin sheets. And these guys showing that the money done already got, you know, I wouldn't even be thinking monetarily or nothing like that, man. You should be all your business should be on boxing. You can think about all that shit when it's done. You know, the things that you acquired through all that, the nice house and all that, it's right there. It's right there. You want it to still be there. Don't be like Evander Holyfield, like which I hate to do that to my boy Evander, but you know, you got a rapper living in that man's house.
Hey, nah, man. Seen the unseen. Hey, I had to read what you saying, bro. He say Mel Coward, he carried the Canelo, and then he say Maul beats a 147 pound. He talking about Jose Benavidez. Yeah. Hey, I had to catch on to that one. Like, yeah, bro. Hey, this is what boxing has gotten to, bro. It is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It is ridiculous, bro.
But
that's
see,
why
we need well-informed fans to keep the pressure on these guys. That's why I'm so hard on Tank Davis. I like the Tank, but Tank ain't moving right, man. And when they don't move right, man, I ain't got time. Because we old boxing heads. We've been watching this for decades. And we've seen how the real ones do it. These ones out here playing like they boxing, they playing like they this and that, man. We gonna call it out soon we see it. Nah, man, that ain't how you do that. This ain't where you do it. You know, it's an honor code to this boxing game, man. If you're not moving that way, then you're wasting everybody's time. You know, these people that go out here and they just want the bag. They just want the bag. They just want the bag. And that's all they worried about. They're not giving nothing to the fans. They want to get all of the money, but they don't want to give nothing, you know. And that's not the way you need to be. You know, you need to be saying, well, if the fans want this fight and they want me to fight this dude, they want to see us go at, then let's make it happen. That's what the old school cats would say. Shoot, it didn't take much to get one of them guys in the ring.
Right.
Oh, Poi Pounders NW said, I still want to see Maul fight Plant. Me too. Me too. What they waiting on? What they waiting on? You know what I'm saying? What they waiting on? Time, just a ticket. They're getting older. What they waiting on? And shout out to Caleb Plant, because Caleb Plant was going out there fighting everybody. He went out there and fought Benavidez. He fought Andre, you know, guys that everybody else wasn't trying to fight. Andre trying to fight Canelo right now. Excuse me. He called Canelo all kind of stuff, man. Canelo ain't gonna say his name. But Canelo talked all that trash about him. He said, oh man, everything you did now, you can't do nothing with me. Okay. And Andre is a guy that, you know, he been a pretty solid fighter, man. He deserves a good payday, you know.
Yeah. I think
Charlo got 2 fights right there. Plant and Andre right there. Mel got 2 fights right there.
Yeah.
If he can't figure it out, go fight them 2 guys. And then after you fight them 2 guys, you figure out how you going to jump out there.
I think that's one of the reasons why I think Boo Boo was trying to say something too about Crawford. Because I think Boo Boo moved back down to 160 and he needs something. Yeah. He needs something because time is ticking on, like you say, time ticking for Boo Boo too. Yeah. You feel me? Now if I was like you said, if I was Charlo, that's what I would have did. Especially if I was male. If I was male, I'd have moved up to 60. I'm like, fuck it, I'll fight you, bro. You were supposed to fight my brother, but I'll fight you.
Let's break bread and make this money, man, for sure. That's it right there, man. And that's what they should be doing, because they all came together in that same bunch of fighters, and the smoke ain't cleared out yet. Oh, the seen unseen boxer said, I just turned 38 day before yesterday, but I've been watching. Oh yeah, man. Happy birthday, Basement Man. Yeah, man. Happy birthday to both of y'all brothers, man. My bad, man. I
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So y'all had the birthday on the same day then, didn't you?
Mine was yesterday.
Okay. Y'all lined it up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's something else, man. Yeah, but them guys ought to do that, man. They really should. They sitting around, and I don't know what's going on with PBC, but man, we
Yeah.
need we need
Well,
somebody to go over there check a pulse on them.
well, we listen. We ain't gonna bury him yet. We gonna see. We got a Keith Thurman, Fendora.
Yeah.
We got
Hey, and bro,
Shaka
I gotta say this about Keith Thurman, man. I gotta give it to him. Ponytail going for it, man. Ponytail going for it. He realizing, he looking at the clock. He realizing, man, he calling everybody he can call out, man. He trying to make it happen. So hey, man, I'm take my foot off the gas on him, man. Go get him, man. He got a hell of a test. He got a hell of a test on him, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, one thing. Keith Thurman got boxing intelligence. He got high boxing IQ.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman knows how to talk. He know how to sell a fight. But this is one fight I believe Keith is in trouble.
Oh, I do too. I do.
Hey, listen, man. It's not, man. Listen. No disrespect to Keith Thurman, man, but it's been a long time since we seen one time. Yeah, you just went over Australia and put somebody to sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
But you've been one time in like 8 years, bro.
Yeah. Man.
He's fought like 3 fights in 5-6 years, bro. It's no way mathematically you can tell me that he can beat Fendora, bro. It's no, man. It is no way.
I don't know what
if he does, I'm slept on. I listen. I listen. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But I guarantee you, man. I guarantee you, Keith is not gonna pass this test.
Yeah, the only thing I can say is he got to make him come towards him and allow him to be able to box the way he like to, because the Flaming Fondor, that cat right there, man, he got the height and reach to where he could just stand there, just jab you. He ain't got to move his feet. He can just stand still and box you. And then he got to change up what he does,
And that's my whole motive, man. Fendora's last couple fights, last 2-3 fights, he's been working the jab. He's been working the jab, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, man, the size advantage is so crazy.
It's absolutely crazy.
The size advantage is so. Don't get me wrong. Some short motherfuckers will whoop some people ass. But, man, what he's going to have to take to get inside, will Keith still have something in his tank after he get inside?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that's why I say, though, I got to applaud him for wanting to get in there. I applaud him because he chased down the smoke. And hey, bravo to him, man. I hope he do okay in that fight. I don't know about winning, but I hope he do good enough to where he can sell himself on another fight,
Right.
And maybe the play is, if he do win, maybe he'll get Earl after that. Maybe that's what they try to set up, because PBC been wanting that fight for I don't know how long.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just hard to see what Earl is doing right now. Can't really call his play right now. What he wants to do. So I don't know.
I know one thing. I'm gonna tell you this. If Earl Spence does come back and box, whoever he chooses for his coach, trainer, whatever, he must go back and inherit Blu-ray to strengthen the conditioning.
Oh, I already heard he working with him.
That is a must.
Yeah, he already working with him now.
Because Man, I sit up here, I argue with guys, bro. We seen a totally different Earl Spence, even though he had the car wreck. We seen a totally different Earl Spence in the Ugas, the Danny Garcia, the Sean Porter fight, and definitely the Crawford fight. But before them fights, when he was with Blu-ray, one thing I could say about Earl is when it got into the meaningful rounds, let me say 5, 6, 7, 8 round, Earl was still going up the escalator, like climbing the mountain.
Yep.
It was like he was in 4th gear. I mean, like he ready to hit 5th. I can hit 5th anytime. And then guess what? I could drop down to 6 maybe if I need to.
Yep.
And that's what we were missing out of Earl Spence and the Danny Garcia and the Sean Porter fight and the Ugas fight. And he may even in the Terrence Crawford fight.
Yeah.
That lack of mental preparation for him. The mental and physical preparation that he was going through.
That's true.
If Earl comes back, I only want to see him with Blu-ray and somebody else. If Blu-ray is not strength and conditioning, I want my man to chill out. I don't want to see him back.
Yeah.
Because that no matter what, we're not getting Earl Spence. That wasn't Earl Spence against Danny Garcia. That wasn't Earl Spence against Sean Porter. Even though he got the victories. There's no way in hell you tell me Earl Spence that was in shape with Blu-ray, he goes 12 rounds with Danny Garcia. No disrespect to Danny Garcia. No disrespect to Danny Garcia. Yeah. Now, Danny Garcia at 140 is something different. At 47, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he actually got a little tired at the end.
Even with the Ugas fight, he stopped Ugas. He would have slaughtered Ugas.
Yeah, he would have.
He would have slaughtered Ugas. Sean Porter. Bro, he dropped him one time in that Sean Porter fight. It might have been 2 or 3. If his endurance, but he was huffing and puffing.
Yeah, because that damn Sean Porter tough ass fighter though. He a tough ass little fighter, man. Ain't no doubt about it. You know, Earl had to give him his respect at the end of that thing too.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, so.
Most definitely. Sean Porter, he earned a lot of respect from not only Earl Spence, but through the boxing society with that fight.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that was a good damn fight though. That was a good one, man. And that's the thing about it, because at that time people forget, Earl was one of the fighters that was carrying the sport, man. He was fighting the tough fights. He wasn't taking no tune-ups, and every fight was one that drew everybody's eyes to it. He's one of the biggest draws in the PBC, and I just hate to see that. He had a night like that with Bud. I would never have dreamt that it would have been that bad, but I like to see him come back and redeem himself a little bit there, go on, get him another title, and contend a little bit more there. I wouldn't want him to fight a whole lot more, man. He's been through a lot. But who knows what he got left, only he know, I still remember hearing that damn news flash when they talked about he had that car wreck, man. I said, no, man.
Right.
And, for him to survive that was whew, I was like, man, thank God. I thought, because when you looked at that car, I thought, oh man, this is it, man. Come on, this can't happen. Yeah, but and then now you got certain people saying, "Is he a Hall of Famer? Is he not?" Okay.
Yeah. You got people questioning his Hall of Fame authority. I don't understand that one either.
Yeah, but a couple more wins, all that'll go out the window too. Yes, indeed. Salute Behind the Hands TV. Yes, indeed. Shouting you out,
What's
base.
good? What's good? What's good behind the hands TV? Yeah, it was chopping it up, man.
Yeah, that's something, man. But I still like to see him with Buddy McGirt. If not Buddy McGirt, Kenny Porter. And I say Kenny Porter because Kenny Porter knows him a little bit too. And I respect him as a coach and stuff too, though. But um, Buddy McGirt too is kind of a hybrid fighter like Earl is too. So that I think that would be a good fit too. But I know that Frank Martin is with him, so usually them guys is going to all work. They're all working together, so maybe that's the plan. I hope that's how it goes. Surviving beyond amazing, surviving that crash. Yes, Steve. Yeah, man, that's something else. But Ronnie Shields. Oh yeah. Seen the unseen. You right, bro. Ronnie Shields. Yeah, I can't forget about him, man. The only reason I didn't name him was I figured that since him and the Charlos and that might have complicated that a little bit. Yeah, Behind the Hands TV. I like to see Earl at the club, living life, nothing left to prove. Yeah, I can see that too. But that fighter, man, it only gonna, it's hard to let it go, man. And then he's still kind of, still relatively young, and then that last fight had to leave a bad taste in his mouth. So I know, you see him working out and everything. He mulling it over, but it's just about getting that one little confident push to get out there again, But yeah, man, it's just a lot to put on the line. That's for sure. It's a lot to put on the line, man. And see, man, what else was there? We talked a little bit about but that Christian Mbele and that daggone Lester Martinez fight was awesome, man. I really, man, me and my wife was just sitting there just on the we couldn't take our eyes off. Them guys never stopped, man, and they was just going at it, man. That was one hell of a fight. And I can't wait to see the rematch in that, but I think Lester Martinez has the edge in that fight, and I think he'll win the rematch. The only thing that Christian Mbele, however you pronounce it, he need to get a new trainer. His trainers is not on par. He needed to incorporate a jab more. I like his double left hook he works. He goes to it, and he goes to it pretty often. It's a nice little used weapon. That's a shot that Mike Tyson used to do. Mike Tyson used to hit you with that double left, pop out. But he looks good in that, but he needs to incorporate the jab more. And it's the same thing that Canelo did wrong. Canelo didn't jab a lot in that fight, and then when he did jab, he was jabbing out of place. And instead of, because Canelo's main thing nowadays is to hit you one side to keep you there, or hit you this side to get you over there, and then go upstairs on you. To jab. If you look at him when he was younger, especially when he fought Floyd, he had a jab. He would throw the jab out there. He was a little more, his feet was more of fleet-footed. Yeah, if I can untangle my tongue. And that's one of the things that we've been talking about for the last number of years. We always say his feet ain't the same. Something wrong with his legs. His legs, his feet. If you're going to beat him, it's going to have to be with the feet. And hey, Bud proved that. So kudos to him on that, man. But yeah, I look forward to that Christian Mbele though, man. I think he's a guy also, man. I could see him with a Teddy Atlas. Because he has a Mike. You can tell Mike Tyson was one of his favorite fighters because of the way that he throws his punches, his hooks, and by him being short, he does a lot of little things like Mike would do. And if he had somebody like that to go in there and refine him a little bit, add them jabs in there and do little other things, and not always just he's just so much pressure, just pressure. If he ease up and breathe a little bit and fight in spots, I think he can produce more because he go a whole fight and not get winded. Just if you pick your spots and going like that, you got a chance to land in something really, really nice. And Lester Martinez was smart with getting himself, pushing him back and getting himself some space and working that uppercut and like that and back up off. And he needed that space to operate. And that's the thing where he was supposed to let him get that space to operate. Yeah. The behind the hands TV, Ronnie Coach, Vito Melnicki, Andres, Kat Zurich, me and them names. David Stevens, Otto Weiland, Joshua Edwards, and there are more. Exactly, man. He's one of the best out there for sure. Yeah, unseen and unseen. So I think Martinez has the advantage because he can change game plans. And Billy's a straightforward fight. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. I totally agree with that. And that was his downfall because all you got to do is just play the matador. Mac, step over. Boom, he coming forward. He's bip, over again. That's the whole thing, And he did it real well, and then he was able to push him off, which was a nice plus, because that's one of the things a lot of the fighters that are skilled like that can move around like that don't have that to be able to push off or nothing like that. And that's what got me with Jermell Charlo. He never tried to push on Canelo. Did you see in that fight? I forgot to ask you that, Basement. Did you see in that Bud versus Canelo fight? Bud was pushing Canelo.
Oh yeah, hey, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes,
man.
Hey.
I was like, whoa.
Hey, and I believe that's why people are talking about that Benavidez.
Yeah,
because Bud was smart. Even though Canelo was the bigger fighter that night, man, with the way Bud, when I seen Bud push him onto the ropes, it gave me first thing that came to me was when he pushed Earl.
Yeah. Because I couldn't believe that either. I didn't think he was that strong. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't pick him. And I said, damn, he showed me right there. That tell you right there. He's that dude's strong as hell. And the fact that go ahead.
But when I seen Bud on Shannon Sharp show and they was wrestling, I'm like, Bud a strong motherfucker, because Shannon Sharp ain't no little guy.
Oh, Shannon Sharp can
and Shannon Sharp can bench press. He damn near almost 300 pounds, bro.
Yeah. And he moving weight.
and Bud was moving him. I'm like, man, damn, that nigga strong, bro.
Yeah, if he moving him, yes, sir. He damn so strong.
Yeah. So Bud's strong, man.
And that was the wild card that got him over to me with Earl, because that took that last little piece off, because you can't just lean up on him. If he can push you off, that's what Lester Martinez was doing. Push him off. That give yourself that space again. If he couldn't do it and you could stand there and you were stronger than him and he can't get you off him, now you got him where you want him. You can work a little something. It didn't work that way. And man, and to see Canelo get done that way too, I was like, whoa, man. So damn. That just shows you, how great the guy is, man. Got to give it to him. Cannot take it away. Seen and unseen said boxing, Bud strong as a motherfucker. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he definitely proved that. Man.
Sure he did. For sure he did. And that's why I say, bro, I want Bud to be able to ride the high, get what he can get.
Yeah.
And then pass the torch.
Yeah. He should be really trying to get his money now. I mean, he done made little money through the years, but really get his money now. Really try to set it up to the point where he getting that crazy money. Like Canelo did.
This is what I want to talk about too. We got to talk about, because I talked about it earlier too, but we got to talk about this. Okay. What was your thoughts on the Steven Nelson fight?
Steven Nelson. That's Bud's guy. Yeah, I didn't get to see that whole fight, man. I kind of caught on to it late.
They stopped it in the first round.
Oh, that's the one where the guy was still standing there and the guy just stopped it. Oh yeah, that was some bunk, man. I was like, what happened? The man is just
yeah. Hey, listen, that right there was crazy.
Yeah.
I say, man, if anything, get a man a standing 8. If anything, give him a standing 8.
Yeah.
But for them to stop the fight, he didn't get hit with nothing clean.
He wasn't even in no real trouble like that. You know, he got a little rocked a little bit there and everything, but he was still in there. He didn't look like, he was out of there, but you were looking at him to see what was going to happen next. But the guy coming in just, that's it. I'm like, where was your ass in that Wilder Fury first fight? Where was you at that day? Who the hell was that guy? I don't remember seeing him before.
Hey, that was wild.
Yeah, he was a foreign ref. He must have been from England or something like that on that side of the water. Because he definitely, that didn't make no sense, Yeah, man. Behind the Hands TV says Steve was in trouble. He was in dangerous waters. Steve need to stick to making ring outfits at this point. Yeah, man, trying to get them checks, man. Shoot, look at Chisora, his 50th fight. That then when the last time he won a fight? He keep getting fights. Right. Shit, I need him to come through here so we can set the fight up. Shit, let me get paid, man. Let me get some of this payday. Shit, man. Don't worry about 5th round. Go ahead and swing. I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna lay down, put one leg up. Shoot, man.
Yes, sir.
Dang. Oh, this money.
So we have a fight Wednesday. Maurice Brown. Maurice
Wednesdays. See, and then that's another thing. When they have fights like that, they need to be trying to find some viable a TV space to put that in on somebody's channel. BET, Cooking Network, Popcorn Channel, whatever it is. They need to find somewhere to put that. I don't understand why they don't do it, man. See, right. And because that's the time when you can catch, especially some younger guys that's just flipping through the channel and boxing on, because back in the day, that's how I used to run into fights sometime like that. I remember when Mark Breland fought Aaron Davis. There was no announcement that the fight was going on. Flip through the channels, a wide world of sports. Oh man, Mark Breland fight today. Okay, there it is. Right. I'm locked in. And that's how we knew, it wasn't no big announcements and stuff for all that, man. You had to get it where you fit in, and that's how we did it. You're just watching it, just hawking it, But that's before ESPN and all that. See, the young bucks don't know nothing about all that.
Oh yeah, I'm there. Pro Box tonight. I'm there.
Lopez versus Henderson tonight. Pro Box got a nice card. Yeah, Pro Box been doing pretty good too.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I just seen Stony Owners got a fight, I think, coming up on Pro Box too.
Okay. Yeah, I like Stenonius, man. That name, Stenonius, I don't know. I gotta come up with a nickname because that I can't pronounce that. Man.
Yes, sir. Any last comments you want to say, man? Anything you want to get in, man, before we get up out there?
I think I'm good right now. But man, we got a lot of stuff coming up though. So hey, man, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody for coming out, man. We put 2 segments together, man, today. If you missed the first one, go check it out on the replays on YouTube. I appreciate everybody coming out. Behind the Hands TV, Seen Unseen Boxing. Pounder was in the chat.
Yeah, Ploy Pounder NW was in there.
La Madrina was in the chat. Dodie Rhymes was in the chat. Lunatic was in the chat.
Yep.
I appreciate everybody who came through.
Yes, indeed.
Those who catch the replay, hit the subscribe button, the like button, share button, and tell everybody to come through, man. We just talking boxing, man. Giving our opinions, man. Hey, talking shit, swallowing spit, man. You know, that's what it's doing, bro. It's my man, Black Star TV Sports, man. Subscribe to him, man, on all social media platforms, man. And should we be here next week? Next week, I guess we'll be talking about Boots and Lima.
Yeah,
Boots
buddy.
and then we'll be on the countdown for Fandora Thurman. And,
yeah, buddy.
Oshaki and Cool Boy Step.
Man, yes, sir. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one there, man. I'm looking forward to that. We got some nice stuff coming up. We got to fill up December.
So we got fights coming up. We got things to talk about. We'll be back next Saturday. Same time, same place. It's your boy Basement, man.
Yo, bro. Well, that Seen and Unseen Boxing said he want to get on the panel with us one day, man.
Hey, next Saturday, 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. We back here, bro. Jump on the panel, man. Come up here and chat, talk it up with us, man.
Yes, sir.
No problem. No problem. Hey, if you can, DM me your email address. Hey, this your boy Basement, man. It's been real, man. Been love. Till the next time. Peace.
Salute.